Coach Jason with Fight Syndicate, along with Tyler Rowe. We're doing the Submission of the Week video. I've been requested to show just a basic Kimura from guard and the Hip Heist from guard. Additionally, I'm going to show from that Kimura from guard an escape that I like to use that leads to a head and arm. There's a couple of steps, so I'll try to break it down as easy as possible. Maybe get the camera to kind of come around and show the steps as I do it. So again, the Kimura from guard, real basic. I want the guy's hand on the mat. I'm going to sit up. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to sit up, over, under, grab my wrist, and I want this leg over. If I don't put that leg over, he can roll out of this pretty easy. So as I get my posture, I turn my body, try to touch the back of his head with his own arm. So that's the basic for that Kimura. Again, come up, over, grab my wrist, turn, keep the leg up, touch his hand to the back of his head, break it off, or he'll tap or scream, or all three. For the Hip Heist, I'm just going to come up the same way, but instead of grabbing my wrist, I just grab this over under. This is kind of an important step. I want to be able to posture up as high as I can. Opposite my arm, my leg comes up, hence the name Hip Heist. I want to throw my hips up and at the same time bringing this arm over and bringing this leg over. Boom. Now, a lot of guys get stuck here. They don't know what to do. They think that they can manhandle this arm and get a tap, and it usually doesn't happen. So I just recommend letting go. If you're in MMA, you've got a nice position for ground and pound. If you're doing grappling, whether you're gi or no gi, work something else. Work your mount techniques. There is a slicer that you can do from here. It's called a forearm slicer that sometimes I'll hit. Rather than try and tweak on this arm, I just come under at his wrist, grabbing my tricep, grabbing my elbow, and I work this hand over my arm, causing this to slice on his forearm. But that can be another Submission of the Week video. So again, for that Hip Heist, I come up, grabbing, try to bridge up, bringing him over and down. Take my mount position. Now, again with that Kimura, I'm going to show you some of the tricks about getting out of that Kimura. We'll have Tyler put me in a Kimura on this side. Let's go real slow. So, one of the first things I want to do is when he comes up, I like to base up, grab my thigh, sit on it. Okay, this makes it really tough for him to get it. Remember, the Kimura has to be behind the back to get it. If it's in front, he won't get it. So to ensure, instead of fighting both his arms, his legs, and all that, I just bury it in my thigh. Once I get my good strong base, I can start trying to work it up, go for my own Kimura here, or he lets go and I'm back in his guard. I'd rather be in his guard than in a position where he's about to tap me out or hurt my arm. So another escape that I like to use leading into a head and arm is all the steps. I want to step onto my thigh. This leg, because of this posture, I can afford to check this leg down and jump myself over. Once I get here, I got to let go of this arm, or let go of this thigh. So once I let go of this thigh, I try to straighten it out and I grab for him, coming for that head and arm on the side. So again, step by step, he goes for it. I base up, hit my thigh, get this leg out of my way, bring it up straight, scoop up that head and arm. Okay? So, that one's a little bit tricky. You have to be aware of the fact that you are giving up your arm. Try to keep it straight. Most of the time they're going to keep either going for that Kimura or they're going to go for a straight arm bar. Once you get on that side and past their guard and their legs, you typically have a better chance of fighting any attack off. Whether you get that head and arm, good if you get it. If you don't, at least you're out of that Kimura and you have a better chance of getting something from a better position. So, submission of the week video. Thanks for watching. Again, I'm Jason, Tyler. We're in Casper, Wyoming. Thanks.